Selma City Council meeting just beginning to get underway. Councilman Randolph.
Councilwoman Jackson.
Chief Gray, Selma Fire.
Even though I came in and watched, just a brand new veteran. He got his time on with that hand and moving. I think it was with it. You want it? I'm alright. I don't watch it. I work on it. They work. They work for those hours and stop working. Isn't that crazy? I'm always sure. Like my dad. Yeah. So those always sure now. They all turn on. The Selma City Council meeting being brought to you, by the way, by June Bones, Flea and Antique Mall, and the old Fullbroad Shopping Center on Highland Avenue. City Council President Corey Bowie, Selma Post Herald, SelmaPostHerald.net, and Selma Station WHBB. Hello. Good evening. Hey, hello, Mr. President.
Good evening.
How you doing? Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening.
How many of y'all are there? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, do we have a quorum?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and call this Selma City Council meeting to order. We do have a quorum, and now we can conduct the city business. At this time, I'm going to ask Councilwoman Jackson if you would be so kind to give us an invitation.
Yes, sir. Everybody here. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for another day and another opportunity to come before your holy and precious throne. Lord God, we just thank you that you have decided to allow us to be in the land of the living. Lord God, we pray for those that are afflicted by corona, Lord God, that are afflicted in their mental and physical state, Lord God, and their financial state, Lord God. We pray for total restoration and total healing in the name of Jesus, Lord God. And let us be on one mind and one accord to conduct the business of the city today for the good of all of our citizens. And we'll always be careful to give your name the praise, glory, and honor. It is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Councilwoman Jackson. At this time, let everyone recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, Madam Clerk, roll call.
President Bowie,
Present.
Councilman Boling, Councilwoman Youngblood, Councilwoman Jackson, Councilwoman Benjamin, here, Councilman Randolph,
Present.
Councilman LaShore,
Present.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Present.
Councilman Jackson.
Yeah. Okay, as stated before, we do have a quorum. The concentration.
Hey, Mr. President. Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
the public council don't have the ID, the number. Can somebody text it to them, please?
Okay, well,
I already did. I did.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. President.
okay, that's fine. Okay.
Mr. President, Council Gold is here.
Okay.
All right.
Councilman Youngblood.
Okay. As stated before, the capital trade of the month is discernment, understanding what is really happening. At this time, council members, you have before you the regular April the 28th agenda, the evening edition. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the April the 28th agenda.
So moved,
We have a motion
President.
on the floor. We have a motion by Councilman Johnson. We have a motion by Councilman Johnson. Do we have a second? Second, Mr. President. We have a second by Councilman LaShore. Any further discussion, questions? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President Bowie,
Yes.
Councilman Boling,
Yes.
Councilwoman Youngblood, Councilwoman Jackson. Yes. Councilwoman Benjamin. Yes. Councilman Randolph,
Yes.
Councilman LaShore,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas. Yes. Councilman Johnson.
Yes. Okay, the agenda was approved. Council members, you have before you the consent agenda. As we talked about on yesterday, we have seven items on the consent agenda. I'm going to read all 7 items out. And at any moment that you would like to remove an item to discuss separately, we can. Consent item number 1, to approve to waive the late penalty due to the COVID-19 virus for March, April, and May for small businesses who average retail sales during the previous calendar year was 62,500 or less. Consent item number 2. This item is in Ward 4. Councilwoman Benton spoke at length about it. To approve temporary closure of the service road on North Broad Street. Consent item number 3. To approve an additional $75 for hazardous pay for public safety. That's police and fire during this pandemic. But this is only going to be for a month, and then we will come back to review it. Consent item number 4 is to, and also I want to add this with Councilman Johnson, to approve payment for Tri-County Emergency Working Ward 2 in the amount of $3,700. This was an emergency in Councilwoman Youngblood Ward. What we would do is just verify and affirm this vote, and also too, Councilman Johnson, you had one too, with that wall that the council did vote on it prior to Jubilee. Am I correct, Councilman Johnson?
Yes, sir. That was, we just for Jubilee, we took a vote on that to get that wall, clean it up, because bricks was scattered everywhere. And I brought it before the council. The council did approve to go and get that done, and the young man came and cleaned it up and put a raw iron gate up there temporary, so it won't look so bad. And but now he gave me an invoice for $100 for what he did, and what that needs to be taken care of.
Okay, yes, sir. So we're looking at the Tri-County $3,700 along with the work that Councilman Johnson had for $100. If you can recall, I think someone ran into that cutting off the bridge. Consent item number 5, to approve resolution R114-1920, authorizing an opinion from the AG's office for an alternate signature of the president of the Selma City Council to sign contracts when the mayor agrees to. Consent item number 6 was Wade was a recommendation to approve the earmark $1 million toward this pandemic. And consent item number 7 is to approve invoices, to approve the following purchase orders: $5,895.44 for truck repairs and public works department, $8,050.71 for landfill dump truck repair, and for $7,749.50 for truck repair for the Selma Police Department. Council members, you have before you 7 items to be considered for the consent agenda. Do I have a Mr. President? Yes, sir. President. Yes, sir. I would like item number 3 to be removed for further discussion. think Ms. Wade sent out a email to the council members. Basically, the money is already available, but we just need to vote on the invoice so we can move forward and get the work done.
Okay, I would like that removed from further discussion. I need something in front of my face, I guess, and particularly because we didn't discuss it on yesterday. So can you move that for further discussion, and I'll try to see what it is I need to be looking at.
Okay, well, she did email it to us. Okay, council members, we have 5 items to be. Yes, ma'am.
I want to ask one question for clarification. The reserve amount for $1 million, is it for pandemic relief?
Well, this is,
Reserve that we discussed.
this is for the pandemic fund. But Mrs. Wade, was she here today? So she's out sick also. I didn't get a chance to talk with her about that.
Okay, is this a pandemic fund or a reserve? Because
It's a reserve. A reserve.
Okay, all right, yeah.
It's a reserve. Thank you, ma'am. So, council members, you have before you 5 items for the consent agenda with the removal of item number 3 and number 7. Do I have a motion on the floor to approve all 5 items for the consent agenda?
So moved, Mr. President.
We have a motion on the floor by Councilman Johnson. Do we have a second?
Second, Mr. President.
We have a second by Councilman Short. Any further discussion? Questions? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President Boyd,
Yes.
Councilman Bowen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Youngblood. What's the motion for?
To approve the consent agenda.
Yeah.
We have 5 items on, we had 7 items on the consent agenda, but they wanted to remove item number 3 and item number 7 for further discussion. And item number 3 was to approve the additional funding for the public safety as well as the invoices for the public works, landfill, as well as the police department. So we have 5 items to discuss.
Okay,
Correct.
yes. Councilwoman Jackson? Yes. Councilwoman Benjamin? Yes. Councilman Randolph?
Yes.
Councilman LaShaw?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas? Yes. Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Okay, the consent was approved unanimously, and we would go back and revisit the items that you all asked to have removed. Council members, we would just carry the set of minutes over to our next meeting. At this time, we're down to announcements, any announcements that council members have at this time. You may, briefly please, do it. Any council member have any announcement?
Mr. President,
Yes, ma'am. Councilwoman.
community development, and this is very brief. We heard from Ms. Wanda Maxwell about the Selma Redevelopment Authority, and she did the little brief presentation about the Queen City logo, and they have everything ready to sign. She used the Queen City logo for the branding, and I would like to ask that we take a vote on that, because that is for the city to conduct business, to use the logo for the Queen City, their branding for the Selma Redevelopment Authority. They all work under the auspices of the city of Selma, and I'd like to put that motion on the floor tonight.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
Let's second, Mr. President.
Okay, we have a second. Councilman LaShaw, we have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Youngblood, and a second, Councilman LaShaw. Roll call, Madam Clerk. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
I think so, Mr. President.
Okay. Open for discussion.
Okay. Was that,
Go ahead.
was that email to us, Councilwoman? No, this called Selma the Queen City. This is about essentially about trademarking Selma as the Queen City. And it's not about the logo, right? Yeah, it's about using the logo, the Queen City, for Selma, and for Selma Redevelopment Authority, and for, they had the design Selma, come down and do to start doing the piece for the design, when they came down and did that, design, the mayor came down and did the design they had that mayor's thing, the design Selma. But anyway, to do a logo, to use that logo and start to essentially do a trademark with Selma. Okay, I was thinking that Ms. Maxwell was asked to send the logo because we didn't want anything derogatory on there, offensive, and all those things. I remember the conversation, and I was told the logo was going to be sent to us to be reviewed so that we're not approving something to represent us that is not representative of us. I think, okay, we'll just table it, and I will ask for the signature. They are just anxious to go on and get started with it, and to go on and get it. Yeah, I understand. Okay, well, we were just
withdraw your motion. Withdraw your motion.
And we'll table it, and I will send it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other announcements? Any other announcements? Okay. No citizens request. Mayor's report? Mayor's report? Okay. Attorney report?
Mr. President, I'm so sorry. Did you get my resolution that I sent? And I sent it to everybody?
Yes, we did. We already voted on it.
Good. I'm sorry. I had trouble getting on the phone.
Thank you, ma'am. Attorney's report?
No, this is the attorney, no report.
All right. Thank you, sir. Are there any questions for attorney? Any questions for Attorney Madison?
Yes, sir.
All right. Councilwoman Benjamin?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay.
Attorney Madison.
Yes.
I'm checking up again on that I checked up on the last time from April 3rd, the request from April 3rd.
The employees pay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The answer to the question was I intended to send this to you by email. The answer was the employees are still being paid at the same rate. I got that information from the treasurer's office.
So my request to you was if you would please make a recommendation concerning the defunded positions. Remember?
Well, I thought the council voted on positions and already passed a resolution to that.
On the wrong contract? No. I want to make sure you understand my request. So when we talked on April 3rd, you had made a recommendation that resulted in paychecks being halted on contracted workers. And I said, okay, if it works like that, can you make a recommendation on those defunded positions of employees working in defunded positions that continue to receive the pay out of the defunded position? I wanted to know your position and recommendation.
I just stated my position that if the council passed a resolution to defund those positions, then the record stands as the council voted.
That they should not be getting paid.
According to the resolution the council passed, that's correct.
Okay. You all right?
Am I all right?
Mm-hmm.
No, not really. I've been coughing a lot. I think it's just a hoarseness or
Oh, okay.
Other than that, I'm fine.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Attorney.
All right. Any other questions? Any other questions for Attorney Madison?
Yes, I have one.
Councilwoman Thomas?
Yes, Attorney Madison, have you drafted those letters yet so I can make sure that these get out to the proper owners about their property on Cedar Drive?
Yes, and I'll send that copy to you first thing in the morning.
Thank you.
All right.
And Council, I had a comment, another comment from Councilwoman Thomas. It's not really a report. It was in response to a request to meet this morning. I sent an email about a financial emergency that occurred at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted her to know that was the only reason I wasn't there. And I did forward an email to her asking if I could reschedule that.
Yeah, we had President Bowie and Mr. Zeb Lee met with me this morning. I said this is a serious matter that we must take care of in this community. We're gonna, the citizens are gonna move in another direction so we can get this taken care of. And Mr. Zeb Lee is supposed to be.
I just wanted you to know why I wasn't there. There was an emergency about 9 o'clock this morning.
Yes, we taking care of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions for Attorney Madison?
Yes, President Council.
Oh, sorry. Councilman Johnson.
Hey, Attorney Madison.
Yes, sir.
Is there any way possible we can wrap something up to put in the media, to let all the property owners know in different wards and all the wards about the overgrown grass and lots that need to be cleaned up because there is a law we got on the books that the grass can't be over so high. We're right now
12 inches.
and we got summertime here. This grass is outrageous out here, especially in Ward 8. I call it the Ward 8, but I'm pretty sure the other wards as well. But we need to let the people know in these different wards that they got to come out and start cutting the grass, cutting these trees down.
Yes, sir. And to you, Councilman Johnson, and to Councilwoman Jackson, I got Councilwoman Jackson's email about a request for the work action items form. I just sent an email a short time ago to Councilwoman Jackson saying that form would be forwarded to her from my office in the morning. It'll be forwarded to the entire council again. I've already passed it out once or twice, but I'll send it to the entire council again for all of the requests that you're making to be written up in a form that I can track and efficiently and effectively respond to.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate it, right? Thank you, sir.
No problem. You're welcome.
Any other questions for Attorney Madison? Any other questions? All right.
Yeah,
Thank you, Attorney.
Mr. President.
Councilwoman Beatrice.
Just finally, Mr. Attorney, you said that you meant to send that to me via email. If you could send that to me via email so I can have it, I would appreciate it, sir.
I can't hear I heard you say something about email, but I couldn't hear it all clearly. Would you repeat that, please?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me better?
I can hear you a little bit better. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. You said you meant to send me that through email. Can you still send it to me through email, please?
Yes. If you want to give the email address out now, or just have it sent to my secretary and let me make sure I get it that way.
I'll text it to you if you need my email address, but it's still the same.
Sure. I understand, but there's been some question about there being email addresses that were not current or accurate, not necessarily by the council, but other individuals allegedly trying to send it through. So I want to make sure I have all of the current email addresses.
Okay. I'll text it to you. Mine has been in this email. Okay, it won't change, but I'll text it.
All right. What I was saying is I'll send the work action item form to everybody. I just want I thought you were saying that you needed to update or add information, email information.
Right.
Okay, got you.
Email address.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions for Attorney Madison? Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Attorney.
You're welcome.
Before we go to the committee reports, we're making good time here. Going back to the two consent items that taken off the consent agenda for further discussion. Consent item number 3 to approve an additional $1.75 for hazardous tape for public safety and fire during this pandemic. Councilman LaShaw.
Yeah, Mr. President, when this subject was brought up several weeks back, there was some concern by some, but not all, as to whether or not the work that was undertaken by Public Works and General Services had any, the COVID-19 had any impact on those duties. Well, that was enough information I received last night that had about 10, maybe 15 counties and cities that showed how they had authorized hazardous duty pay for several of their departments. There were some cities that authorized hazardous duty pay for police, fire, and public works general service. There were some municipalities and counties that authorized hazardous duty pay only for police officers. My point is, I think that duties of public works general service here in the city of Selma also need to be included in the hazardous duty pay of the $1.75.
Okay. Basically, we derive from the $1.75 due to the fact there's a recommendation of our police chief and also our fire chief. I'm not in any opposition against, the public works, but what I probably would suggest, Councilman Short, if you go ahead on and have a committee meeting and give him Mr. Hendricks, and he just come back and just make a recommendation because he may want more than $1.75, and come back and make a recommendation then.
I would do that, Mr. President. I think that's a good suggestion. I don't think Mr. Hendricks will come in with any request or desire to have it the cost extended beyond $1.75. If anything, I think the hazardous duty pay for the fire department and the police department and the council includes the public works general services. I think that amount should be the same. And I will go ahead and amend the public works general service committee, and that will be a subject of discussion. And I'm sure Mr. Henry would really bring a recommendation back to this council.
Yeah, and also too, it could be a budgetary issue with the public works. But thank you, sir.
Mr. President, I personally don't think budget should be an issue because there is a reserve that we're looking at.
Yes, sir.
And I think if the money's not there in the public works general services budget, I think at least for 3 months, this hazardous duty pay could be paid out of that $1 million that's been put in reserve.
Okay, because I know one of the recommendations that I made for the public safety and fire, police and fire is basically for a month, and after that we would come back to review it because we can't regulate the overtime and stuff like that, but we definitely would come back, like I say, after a month to review.
Well, the reason I said for 3 months, Mr. President, because all of those cities and counties, they have authorized hazardous. Mr. President, I'm getting some feedback from people talking while
I'm getting the feedback. Yeah. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
But the municipalities and the counties that I looked at, none of them went beyond 3 months. That was May, June, and July. Perhaps April, May, and June. In any event, I think the city of Selma should not extend hazardous duty pay to the police department, the fire department, and if the council so graciously agrees to bring in public works general services, it should not be extended beyond 90 days.
Yes, sir. Good point. Well taken. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions?
Mr. President.
Councilwoman Dixon.
Yes.
Okay.
Councilman Short, if you would, please, I've asked this before, and it was stated that public works is out in the public, and I saw a crew. I forget what day it was, but anyway, a couple of days ago. And they were few and far between, and they were spaced out. So this is going to help my decision. If you would, if you don't mind, within your general services meeting, would you ask them to explain to us how they fit in with the hazardous pay definition? Because I basically don't ever see them out, but then I voiced it on last week, and then I started seeing them out. And it could be just because I'm missing it, and most of the time I'm in the house. So if you would, please help me understand that, if you would, within your meeting, and call me even individually if you have to, please.
I would hope, Council Lady, once I set the meeting, that you attend that meeting and extend that question to them yourself. So you hear from the old saying, from the horse's mouth.
I will.
So let me go ahead and let me get with you and find out what was a good time for you, and I would properly try to set that meeting up around your schedule.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay. Are there any more questions?
Mr. President.
Councilman Randolph?
Yeah, I'm not being a Scrooge in that, but if my colleagues want to give a raise to public work, just give them a raise. Don't try to sneak it in. Well, virus 19, you know, we already know that public works is underpaid, you know. But I know that our police officers and firemen being next to the citizens every day of the week, pulling somebody over, going to domestic violence. Those guys are within more than 6 feet. So we need to go ahead and get those guys public safety, something. But I don't agree with public works. But if you want to give public works a raise, I agree on giving them a raise, because when the guy came back, when the mayor laid him off with his bogus layoff plan, and when those guys came back, he brought them back at minimum wage, and that wasn't fair right there. If you want to talk about fairness, we need to give them their money when they first left the city. Don't bring somebody off, then you hire them back and you give them less money. That is crazy. So if we want to put them back where they really supposed to be, I'm all for that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman.
Mr. President, if I could respond to that, just before we answer the show. When I initially brought up the subject about hazardous duties to public waste general services, it was a subject matter that was posed to one of my colleagues, and of course he forwarded that concern on to me. And therefore I brought it before this body. But when I got the information last night, Councilman Randolph, it is apparent that in some cities, the duties of public waste general services is impacted by COVID-19. So this is not an attempt by me, and I'm hoping by nobody else, to give public waste general services a raise, but an opportunity to give them some benefits that, because their daily responsibilities is impacted by this horrible virus. So once again, Councilman Randolph, this is no attempt by me to give a raise to anybody, but to afford to them some benefits that other communities afford to their workers doing the same type of work.
Okay, Mr. President. Councilman Bowman.
Yes, I'd like to say that recently we had a tree fall on Oldham Road on Saturday, and really appreciate the Selma Fire Department getting there and handling the situation as best of their ability. But Public Works showed up and cut the tree up too, so they were side by side working to get that tree removed from the city. So there are situations, especially talking with them, there's been an inordinate amount of trees and stuff falling in populated areas, so they have been subject to being around folks and the possibility of being, their health impacted by COVID-19. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Public Works for being out there and cutting that tree, as well as the fire department. But I think that there is some merit to to the thought of them getting hazard pay based on what I saw personally Sunday or Saturday.
I think
Mr. President,
Councilman Johnson.
yes, and I did experience myself as well. That's why I'm the one that brought it up to the council of the show because he was open public work and asked me, can you look into that? Because I have also experienced the guys out working around other folks coming around. I think, like I said again, Mr. Ray Hall and his daughter was there, and a bunch of other people in the neighborhood was around working on sewer line that they were taking care of for me in my ward. So I agree. And I thank them for what they did and everything. So I'm the one that brought it up to council for sure to look into it. And again, I agree they need raises, but this wasn't about raises. This was just about the house do the duty that they were doing, and I think that need the house to pay. So I appreciate you, Councilman LaShaw, for bringing in and the council people to look into it.
All right, thank you. At this time, the chair will place do I have a motion on the floor to move forward with the $1.75 for both police and fire with Councilman LaShaw at a public general service meeting to bring back another recommendation as it relates to. Do I have a motion on the floor? We have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Youngblood and second by Councilman LaShaw. Let's keep in mind now, Councilman LaShaw will have a committee meeting and come back with a recommendation so we probably just take action at our next council meeting. Are there any further discussion?
Yes.
Roll call.
Mr. President.
Hold on.
Hello.
It was, okay, hold on. I think I heard Councilwoman Jackson. I think I have Councilwoman Jackson, then Councilman LaShaw.
Okay, I wasn't sure about being on mute or something. I've been asking, trying to find it a while now. Mr. President, I wanted to know, was it necessary for us to have a resolution regarding this matter? I remember the last time we did something with the recreation department. We had to have a resolution to change their salary for a time being. And I want to also make sure that everyone understands that, you know, this is going to change. It may change in a month, it may change in 3 months, but it's going to change. I don't want to have the same debacle that we had with recreation, and it's extended for 6 months past the time frame that we actually stated. So if we need a resolution, and with the resolution, if needed, will it entail that do the employees understand that this is only for a short period?
Yeah, that's what I said. That was part of my for the minutes. Only for a month, to be able to come back to review it after that. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. President.
But I would, hello? Go ahead.
Can I go after Councilman LaShaw, please?
Yes, okay. Okay. Does that answer your question, Councilwoman Jackson?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. I do express the sentiment. All right, Councilman LaShaw.
Yeah, Mr. President, it appears the governor is going to be opening up the state first
Yes, sir.
on a limited basis. And I'm going to be looking to have this committee meeting in the chambers, the City Hall, which we could easily keep within the 6 feet guideline. And I'm hoping and praying that the City Hall will be accessible to me and to the committee people. So I just want to let you all know that I'm going to be looking not to have a teleconference, but to actually have a committee meeting inside the council chamber.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman LaShaw. Councilwoman Benjamin.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to piggyback on what Councilwoman Jackson was saying about the resolution and the language that we're about to use in this, the language that we're about to use in this motion. So I want to offer that we, and anything in the future, we might want to say this because we're caught up with things where we set a deadline date and people come back and say, hey, let's do it again. And perhaps our language should be that there's an automatic end, and I'm not just talking about this, but this at this particular time. this automatically ends in 1 month, and if we do not come back and evaluate, it ends permanently. And I'm thinking about this because now I'm thinking about something else that keeps reoccurring with us year by year, and it's totally nothing to do with public safety, but because we put that end date on there, and then we don't, it's not under, it just rolls back over that we continue to take money that we said we're only going to do for a year.
Okay. Well, Attorney Madison, can we just move forward with the vote? And then Attorney Madison, if you can just put that language in there, draft the resolution, put the language in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
Okay. Okay.
Sure, yeah, sure I can, but again, I'm requesting it. The request is put in writing so I don't have to get
I will put it in writing. All right. Point well taken, Councilman Gibson. Thank you. Thank you, now. All right. Are there any other questions, comments? Okay, I think we have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Youngblood and second by Councilman Short. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President Bowie,
Yes.
Councilman Boling,
Yes.
Councilwoman Youngblood, yes. Councilwoman Jackson, yes. Councilwoman Benjamin, yes. Councilman Randolph,
Yes.
Councilwoman Short,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas, yes. Councilman Johnson.
Yes. Okay, the motion passed unanimously. And also, I would like to thank you, Councilwoman Jackson, also Councilwoman Benjamin, for bringing that to our attention. We have item number 7 to approve purchase orders. I know during our public safety meeting on yesterday, Chief Wolfberg, he brought that up about the truck repair for $7,749.50. I think over a week ago, Ms. Wade gets emailed these invoices to us, and she mentioned it at our work session, at our last work session. So basically, the money is already paid for, but we just need to vote to move forward with the invoices. That's all.
Okay, so I asked for it to be taken off because last night we discussed the consent agenda, and we did not discuss those items to be added to the consent agenda.
Okay, well,
we discussed it last year or this year or last month.
We'll just take it off. We'll just take it off to the next. Go ahead.
Well, let me finish because we need to leave it on. I don't know. My thing was that we didn't discuss it concerning consent agenda on last week. But I do believe Ms. Wade is on the phone, and I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Tell us the urgency of it, Ms. Wade, because I don't want to not vote on it if there's an urgency to it. Good evening, Council.
Good evening.
For the landfill, and I think that's I'm going to deal with address each one individually, but for the landfill, there's a purchase order for about $8,000 that's been pending for about a month now, and the reason why I'm requesting, because these are contractual services over $5,000. Even though there are money available in their line items to pay for the vehicle maintenance and repair, the services are for amount in excess of $5,000. The concern that Moselle, who's the landfill operator, had was that in May at the 1st of May, they're having inspection, I think about 5 a.m. And that dump truck is necessary for them to complete whatever services or transfer of dirt that they normally have to do to stay in compliance. So he really needs that dump truck fixed ASAP. They have 2 dump trucks available. One is kind of broken down as well, and they've been taking part off of another one trying to maintain until they get this one repaired. So, and he's been calling regularly about that one. So I would ask if nothing else, if you would consider that one tonight. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. For the Public Works Division, and I think Councilman LaShore had a conversation about one of the new trash trucks that was down in Councilman Shore, you can interject and correct me if I'm wrong, where it was
Yeah, sure, you're absolutely correct, because that inquiry was brought about because at the last council meeting, or perhaps the last work session, there was some concern by my colleague, Councilman Randolph, about whether or not there was a truck that was not in operation. And of course, when I inquired, I was informed that there were 4 trucks up, 1 truck was down, and about the expense of the repair. And I informed Ms. Wade of that issue.
And so for public works, but although they're new trucks, the warranty does not, I don't think it covers normal wear and tear, nor does it cover abuse. So those are some things that has to be taken care of. And just moving forward, I would recommend if you all would ask the mayor to have each department head to come and explain what's happening, because I don't want to misstate anything. I only go by what I'm told, and I haven't spoken with the public works director directly. But I did speak with Moselle, and I understand exactly what's going on with that. And I also spoke with Chief Fulton, and for the, I think there's a $5,000 repair, 5 or 7. I don't have it before me, but repair for a motor overhaul for I think 2015, 2016.
2015, it was $7,749.
Okay, thank you. For a Ford Expedition that needs a motor overhaul. And so that's the reason for their repair. And again, all 3 of them have the funding available in their line items. There's no need for a budget adjustment. It's just that it needs to be brought before the council so you all can approve that contractual service over $5,000. So thank you very much. This is always helpful when we have these discussions and pull items off and have this discussion. I now understand more clearly about the piece with Mr. I think his name is Moselle, if I'm not mistaken, at the landfill. I understand that more clearly. I already understood what Chief Fulford was talking about, and I did not clearly understand concerning public works, because we were told, and again, we don't have access to the department head, but we were told that this vehicle is fairly new, but I have in my mind this way, and I could be wrong. You're correct. I'm correct. This vehicle is fairly new, and if someone is not maintaining, this is hypothetical. If someone is driving a vehicle and not maintaining it, my daddy just told me about oil changes and everything else. You're not maintaining it, or if you drive it, a vehicle, the brakes are already going off, and you continue to drive on those brakes. All of these things, we're going to continue to fix this vehicle until we will have paid for another brand new vehicle in the guise of repair. And so,
If I could, Mr. President. Hold on. Go ahead and finish, Councilwoman, then Councilman LaShore.
I will. This maintenance plan that we keep talking about, we need a maintenance plan to me. We need to know these things that we keep on, and I'm gonna ask you to make a separate vote on the police department and the landfill. But these things that we keep on paying for, it just appears to me they should not be. These things should not be. So somebody needs to be submitting a maintenance plan. Who drove this vehicle last, and why it hasn't been driven on X, Y, Z, and I'm hypothetically speaking.
Okay. Councilman LaShore.
Yeah, Mr. President, if you don't recall, when I brought the report back about the truck that was down, I gave the reason for the truck being down was because the driver had hit something out at the landfill that he did not see, and the object damaged the drum and the brakes. It was something that was done that's not covered under maintenance. It was almost like a freak accident, and like far as Tom said, stuff like that do happen. So it was the youngest control. It had nothing to do with not taking care of the truck. It had nothing to do with not fine general daily maintenance had nothing to do with that. It was a mere accident where an object in the road or out at the landfill that the driver ran over damaged the truck.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. President, I'm going to go on Councilman LaSure that he trusts the report of the Public Works. I'm going to go on what he has said, that this was a freak accident, and I moved it, and I'm going to come back. If this maintenance, I'm going to come back to the maintenance plan, council people, so be here, because these things are almost new, and we have no business sometimes driving probably the way that we drive or not looking, and I'm hypothetically speaking, I'm talking about myself too when I drive. There are things we got to look out for in brand new vehicles. We just don't want to tear up brand new vehicles. So with that being said, because I took it off the agenda, Mr. President, I want to make a motion for item number 7.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Benjamin for all 3 purchase orders, and we have a second by Councilman LaSure. Any part of the discussion? And the purchase order are as follows: $5,895.44 for a truck repair and public works, $8,050.71 for the landfill dump truck, and $7,749.50 for the 2015 truck for the Selma Police Department. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President Bowie?
Yes.
Councilman Lee?
Yes.
Councilwoman Youngblood? Yes. Councilwoman Jackson? Yes. Councilwoman Benjamin? Yes. Councilman Randolph?
Yes.
Councilman LaSure?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas? Yes. Councilman Johnson?
Yes. All right, thank you, Councilmember. The vote was unanimously. Now to the committee reports. Council members, we're making great time. Starting with Councilman Johnson, Recreation.
Yes, hey, President, I really don't have a lot to say today, no more than I want to congratulate the young man from New York that played football for Selma High, and just got drafted. I think that Latavius Simmons, the young man,
Yes.
got drafted this past weekend. I think he did an outstanding job to represent Oroville and Selma as a whole. Played for Selma High and born and raised in Oroville. I think they call him King. But anyway, we want to try to acknowledge him when that time comes, Mr. President, as the chair of the Recreation Department. I'd like to always come as one, along with the mayor of Oroville, to represent them for the whole year to see shine down. And whatever we can do to uplift them, to go and see them represent us, I really wish we could do that real soon. I'm not sure when the governor's going to release us if we get together after. Now, a big group, I think, I heard Councilman Stewart said that, because I'm on the road, I didn't get an opportunity to listen to the governor, so I hope we can do that real soon to acknowledge this young man. Also, I'm not sure what the governor said about the park. I know he is eager to get the back park back open, but I'm not sure if that's been open yet. But I'm hoping and pray that, as soon we can do this, we'll look forward to doing that as well. Now, also, Mr. President, I'd like to go ahead on and get with the director of the Recreation Department, start getting that foot booth, the grand step around and get the painting, getting it prepared. But this year, we want to have the foot booth open if this virus allows us to open up. But in the meanwhile, we don't want to wait to start getting prepared for swimming. But of course, we're not going to open it up until we know for a fact that it is safe for the kids and for the lifeguards before we open up. But that's something I want to do, to go ahead and at least start getting prepared. Getting it painted, getting it ready. When we get the green light to move forward with it, we will. But anyway, I want to say my final remarks this morning. Look, y'all need to go and start cutting the grass. I'm working hard to try to get this property owners to come and cut their grass. Let's do your part first. Please keep the grass cut, because the snakes is out there. The recreation guys killed a snake in the park the other day, and it was a small snake. So right now they out running. So that's why I want all the landowners and Ward 8, y'all need somebody that cut the grass. We're going to start finding everybody that is not doing what we ask y'all to do, like get your grass cut. That's your problem. See, the is not responsible for keeping your property clean. But anyway, Dr. Jill, well, we have to get about please get a doctor scan because it's just ridiculous that Dr. Jill will. But anyway, Mr. President, my last thing, just from a Benjamin, I got two beams that block off that street that I'm trying to move on Ray Street. So I want Durham public to go out on Ray Street, on my old Ray Street back up, and they can see them blockage on Ray Street, Mr. President.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you.
I good.
Thank you, Councilman Young. Thank you so much. Next we have Community Development, Councilwoman Youngblood.
No report on community development. I can't remember the last time I got in the community with this COVID virus. I'm practically becoming agoraphobic. I'm staying at home and I'm kind of liking it. But I'm getting out in my yard and working. Speaking of my yard is still caving in. I have a sinkhole that's still caving in. I have another one. So when I'm off the council, I can raise cane like everybody else, every other citizen does, and it just works. Because of the drains and all that stuff problem. But anyway, I'm working in my yard. I'm planting flowers all around the hole, and I've had a little thing over one of the holes and planting a vine over it. And filling in the real big hole with limbs and all the stuff, and I pick them up in the yard. And, anyway, I guess that's it, but I'm enjoying being at home. But anyway, when we can get together, and we're going to start planning the bicentennial for Labor Day weekend. So we'll be having meetings as soon as practicable on that because we got to get stepping on that. We're going to have a big homecoming party and Big G for the bicentennial.
All right. Thank you, Councilwoman Youngblood. Next we have Councilman Randolph, Capitol Quick.
Yeah, Mr. President, I don't have a report, but I was listening at these prices on the trackers on our vehicles.
Yes, sir.
There's a need for us to have an in-house maintenance crew. We could save money, labor costs. I don't know why the city don't have their own maintenance crews. So we need to maybe we need to sit down with Mr. LaShaw and his committee and see what the cost would be to have a maintenance crew to fix our vehicles versus non-maintenance crew. It's simple stuff like oil changing and like the trash truck. Somebody drove that thing with no brakes on for months and months. Brakes are good, but you got a $5,000 bill. Anybody, well, not anybody, majority of the people know how to put brakes on. You should just put brakes on, And so we just got to take a look at that, and also Councilwoman Thomas, he ran a lane off Fremont. Davis Street was dumping his illegal trash, and I saw the lady dumping in Ward 5 up the street. So we got to do something about the illegal people not having garbage cans. We need to come up with a fine. I don't know, do we have a fine for illegal dumping? No, because
Yes, sir, we do.
yeah, we need to get a code enforcement, start enforcing this stuff, knocking on doors. Cause I got a spot on Mason Street in 1800 block. I got a spot on 4th Avenue in the 900 block. The people just dumping trash. And I see even my neighbor, he dump trash on the street, but I see him going by a case of bill every week. That's against garbage bill. I asked him, I said, man, you buy more bill, you can break your garbage bill now $20 this month, $20 that month. So we gotta enforce this trash thing because it's gonna get worse this summer.
call the police.
Thank you, Councilman Randolph. Councilman Bowling.
No report. No report. Ms. Ivy has asked me to once again give her some time to get with Attorney Madison to verify some different findings. So I guess a brief conversation they had. So once again, I am happy to give Ms. Ivy some more time, but again, I am really looking forward to getting this thing done. There shouldn't be any reason for us to impede this process once more. Again, it's been going on now for several months, and so it's a simple document, simple to read, simple to execute, and should have the best interest of the city and the citizens at heart. So I would hope we can move forward, get this thing done. Again, having to be patient, but my patience is wearing very thin. Other than that, we do have a situation going on, obviously, with COVID-19 and some of the different interpretations of the governor's orders. Had a situation today where that came to be an issue where one person got different information from the AG's office. I got different information from the AG's office. So I will work together with that local official to see if we can figure out the solution to that problem because it's a messy one. So competing opinions from the same task force on the same situation. So I'll go ahead and work with the AG's office as well as the local officials so we can go ahead and get that figured out and get these businesses operating compliantly. Other than that, everybody stay safe, mow your grass, pick up your trash, check on your neighbor, wear your mask, and stay at home if you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman
Mr. President.
Bowling. Councilman.
Councilman Bowling, the document that you're waiting on and requesting, is this the request from, could it be Tom Haley?
What's that?
Made by him? The document that you're still waiting on, is it the request made by Tom Haley?
Yeah, I think he was the one that originated the request to redo the request for public information.
Okay, I thought you had it. Okay.
No.
No, I do have it, Ms. Benjamin. I've got that all together, and just through a series of, I guess, being busy, the change in the attorney position, and having the attorney obviously get with Ms. Ivy to have them have a conversation about it. I've just not been privy to that conversation, and I think it's only been brief at best. So she asked me if I could give a little bit more time, and I did not get a chance to ask Attorney Madison his position on it, but trust Ms. Ivy needs a little bit more time, and I'm happy to do that. But again, as I said before, my patience is wearing thin as we get closer to people wanting more information. I want to be ready when COVID-19 is free. We can go ahead and get this information to those citizens who require it.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Bowling. Public safety, I'm going to start off by, first of all, asking council members, Michael Jackson has a contract with the city with his drug task force. I think it's $7,500 a year. And I'm going to put a motion on the floor that we have been given this money to help fight the crime in the city of Selma. I'm going to put a motion on the floor that we move forward with that annual contract of $75 to give it to the drug task force. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay.
Second.
I have a second. Any further questions, discussion? Roll call.
No, it's at 7,500, Mr. President, just for the record.
7,500, yeah. All right. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President Boyd,
Yes.
Councilman Bowling,
Yes.
Councilwoman Youngblood. Yes. Councilwoman Jackson. I abstain, that's my husband in the hospital company. Councilwoman Benjamin. Yes. Councilman Randolph.
Yes.
Councilman LaShaw.
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas. Definitely yes. Councilman Johnson.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Council Member. And my second item I would like to discuss, the Public Safety Committee, we interviewed for a municipal judge, after Major Madison became the city attorney. We had an interview over a month and a half ago for let that position vacant. So we had 3 candidates to interview during that time. And one of the candidates, there were some questions that my good friend agent, who stood up on the calendar with my good friend Nigel Gordon, that basically gave me the information that I needed. So at this time, it was 3 candidates that we interviewed during that process. And I think one of them was Attorney Brandon Wooten. The other one was Mrs. Bart, and I can't think of the other gentleman name. Councilman Bowie. What was his name? I can't. Councilman Bowie. Yes, sir. Mr. Babbitt. Those were the 3 candidates that the public safety interviewed. The public safety committee was comprised of myself, Councilwoman Youngblood, and Councilwoman Thomas, and also I would like to thank Councilman LaSure, who said in on the interviews, as well as Councilwoman Benjamin. So at this time, do I have a motion on the floor to put a motion on the floor to second and open up the discussion? Councilwoman Benjamin.
Thank you. You must knew I had my answer. You can see through my phone. Yeah. I do want to make a motion, but I also want to say before I make this motion that you all also know that I wanted to know what was the vagueness of what we needed to see, and I have researched everything high and low, and I want you all to know that. And I am pleased that the 2 questions have been answered that Councilman Bowie was concerned with. And I think there were other council members that were concerned with the 2 questions. Those questions have been asked and answered. I also want you all to know that I called presiding judge Marvin Wiggins. You all know that he's back in his seat, so he's taking that helm again. So I also called to have a conversation with him about his plans for reopening court, because it was going to affect a date that I put on my motion. And so he told me that he had a meeting with staff, and as presiding judge, he's telling them to have virtual court during the month of May. No court shall open in the month of May, and that comes from the presiding judge, who's getting guidance from where it is he gets from. And in July, trials will begin in July. They're going to slowly phase in court in the month of June. With that being said, when he first said it to me, I was going to make a motion for the candidate that I'm about to name. I was going to make a motion and have it effective June 1st, because I was saying, okay, court's going to be closed and all those kinds of things. But I had to also go back to what the judge said. The judge said that he was encouraging virtual court. Court is not closed. It is still continuing on virtual court. So it made sense to me, because city court, although all the other courts were doing the same thing, city court, we had not had court since December. So I want you all to close your eyes and imagine how the docket is going to look, how far back we're going to catch up, and all of those things. And so at first I was going to put June 1st in my motion. But now I'm going to put a May date in there, because the judge said he was encouraging virtual court. And it makes sense to me. It all makes sense to me. So with that being said, I'd like to place a motion on the floor for the candidate, Attorney Brandon Wooten, to begin effective Monday, May 4th.
Do we have a second? Councilman LaSure. Councilman LaSure. This is any further discussion? Question?
Mr. President, what I may.
Go ahead, Councilman LaSure.
I am glad my colleague decided to move that date up, because I think the new judge will give him ample time to get in and perhaps start working on this court that the examiners have described as in a mess. And of course, this will give him an opportunity to be a part of helping to clear that issue up.
Okay. All right. Any other comments?
Yes, sir.
Councilwoman Jackson.
Yes, sir. I would respectfully like you all to consider the following measures to the public safety members that actually sat through the interviews, and to President Pro Tem, who has the candidate that she put on the floor, and all of you all, what I've been looking into in when you all had those interviews, of course, I was in the hospital at the time, but when we conducted those interviews, we did not have the public exam public court. And so none of the candidates had an opportunity to provide their thoughts or feedback or even give any corrective action plans for them on how to address the issue. So I would have liked to determine those type of things. In addition, what I realized is that we're actually up for more than one appointment. We're appointing the judge for Judge Madison's place because we never reappointed Judge Hayes. And so that ended September 2018, September 30th, 2018. And we haven't had an opportunity to look at where we are with our defense attorneys and with our prosecutors. And I believe that we'll be more effective if we hold on one second, take a strategic plan, and get an entire team on that would have an opportunity to get into the municipal court and work as a team to develop a new corrective action plan that would help us going forward.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Hello. I think I heard Councilwoman mention.
Yes, sir. So I thank you, Councilwoman Jackson. I actually like what Councilwoman Jackson has presented. My motion will remain the same, but I do want to go on record saying I like what she has presented, and I think that given what she has said, that in the next round of interviews, we do need to, Mr. President, consider all those things that she has said because they make sense to me, and perhaps you can consider assigning, I don't know what to call it, task force committee, assigning a special joint committee to formulating those things that might need to be asked or things that need to be thought out strategically concerning the next round. But at this time, I want my motion to remain on the floor.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Councilwoman Jackson.
There is a question that I had I would like to get the answers that I haven't, that everybody evidently has gotten the answers but me, and I'd like to get the answers that people have got. I think council people know what I'm talking about. Could y'all forward me the answers that y'all got?
Yes, Mr. President, if you want to go on to the next committee report, I can text her real quickly.
Please do.
You all were concerned about.
Okay, thank you. Councilwoman Benjamin, I'm not sure if you'll go to Councilman Ashore while you text the information. Councilman Ashore?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there's no report from the Public Works General Services Committee. However, I will be convening that committee quick, fast, and in a hurry to get some answers to some of the questions that was brought up relative to Public Works General Services responsibilities and duties, impacts that the COVID-19 impacts their duties and responsibilities. I'm looking to have that meeting sometime next week. As I stated earlier, I'm looking to have this meeting not by teleconferencing, because, as I stated earlier, the governor is going to open up the state on a small basis. I think some of the reports that I heard today, that no more than 10 people could be assembled. And if we adhere to that, then we can easily keep it 6 feet apart and have a relatively interactive committee meeting and discuss some of the issues that was mentioned tonight. Not only am I going to bring up about hazardous duties, I'm going to ask Mr. Hendricks if he could give the council a summary as to what we can expect when it comes to grass cutting on the city easements and the city's right of way. And I think that's going to be very important because we know that the private property owners have to take care of their own properties. But what we're experiencing in our wards, Mr. President, and I think my colleagues will agree, the tremendous overgrowth on city easements. And we depend upon city ourselves and our family. And when you see crime happening, you need to call it in. The garbage is still becoming a major problem in our city. People is haphazardly just throwing their garbage in and everywhere. They see nobody's looking. And that's what I ask you to listen to the public that if you see somebody just throwing garbage, the contact right down the tag number, call the police department, call me. My number is 349-1900. And I want everybody who see this call in and give me a tag number, and I'll forward this on to the police department. I agree wholeheartedly, Mr. President, we need to get our code enforcement back up, because a lot of these problems that are existing in code enforcement need to be tackled. And unless we have an enforcement, then the people are going to continue to do what they do. When you see my friend, Sam Randolph, he moved it up to a 62-inch. He's going to 62. That's what criminals do when they learn the trade. They move from one level to another. And Sam is going to not only have a Walmart cart pushing it, he's going to go way to Glen Dixon and get another cart so they will have some leverage and taking this 62-inch TV back to his home. Call the police. Call the police. Put him in jail. And anybody else you see. With that being said, y'all be safe out there and have a good night.
Thank you, Councilman LaShaw. Kind of hard act to follow. Councilwoman Jackson, children and family.
There's no children and families report. I just like to say to the citizens, stay safe, take care. Police social distancing, wash your hands, all those things that we know to do. And to the council members, it is indeed an honor to serve you guys. Good night.
Thank you, Councilwoman Jackson. We're going to go with Councilwoman Thomas, then we'll come back to you, Councilwoman Benjamin.
Okay, thank you. I would like to say I don't have a report for public building report, but I do have to say this to the citizens in the city and also to the citizens in Ward 7. Right now we're going through where we're having a lot of gunfire. We're having a lot of gunfire at night, even through the daytime. Once I was on doing our telephone conference, there's a lot of gunfires we're doing on this time. And in this community where we live at, over here in Ward 7. This has, we need more patrols through here during the daytime, because this is unnecessary. It's not even dark, and people just find bullets. Not you, a lot of us. During the time we having this meeting over here in this community, and we have children, we have elders that citizens with quality, and what I'm having a meeting saying that we need more patrol over here, because this is not the Wild Wild West in this neighborhood. It's uncalled for. People can't even get a good night rest without hearing all these gunfire. So I just wanted to tell people to be safe. Keep your children out of the neighborhood. Keep them in the house. Because right now what's going on over here is unnecessary. It's uncalled for. And I just want the chief to know when he pleads, they're asking for more control over here at this time in this area, because it's out of control. And also, the people are talking about the grass on the city right away in the area in our community over here. It's just too hot. You can't even walk on the sidewalk over here. People are robbing. We just need more patrol over here in this community, because I never seen nothing. It's ongoing. And a loose bullet don't know nobody. And I just don't want anyone over here to get hurt. So I'm just asking everybody to be safe and stay out of the way of this black slinging right now.
All right. Thank you, Councilwoman Thomas. Councilwoman Benjamin.
Okay. Are you coming for my general committee report or
Yeah. Councilwoman Youngblood, did you get the information?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right, we'll go back. Councilwoman Benjamin put the motion on the floor that we appoint Judge Brandon Wilson, Attorney Brandon Wilson, to the municipal judge, and we have a second by Councilmember Short. Let's take the vote first, Councilmember, and then Councilwoman Benjamin, you can come back with your report. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President Bowie,
Yes.
Councilman Bowe, Councilman
Councilman
Bowe,
Bowman? Okay. All right.
is he there?
Must be done. No. Okay, go ahead.
Councilwoman
Go ahead.
Whitmore,
Yeah.
Councilwoman Jackson,
Okay, come back.
Councilwoman Jackson?
She answered, Mr. President.
Councilwoman Jackson?
She answered. She said, Tad, come back.
Okay, I can hear. Okay, go ahead.
Councilwoman Benjamin,
Yes.
Councilman Randolph,
Yes.
Councilman LaShore,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Johnson,
Yeah.
Councilwoman Jackson,
Yes, ma'am. I passed for that reason because I'm going to exchange. I wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything to prevent it because I want to vote for the process that I talked about. So my vote is the same because I want to vote for the process, not because I'm voting against a person. And if it needed a field vote, I would step down. This time, I believe.
All right. Thank you, Councilwoman Jackson. Now your report. Councilwoman Benjamin.
back.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. I had the dog outside. I apologize. So we're voting for Attorney Wu to become judge, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Councilwoman Benjamin, your report goes to the law.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to just briefly, quickly, y'all hang in there on this whole COVID-19 thing. It seems like our lives are just overtaken with it, but it's important that we keep ourselves and the citizens safe and our families safe. So just briefly, reminding you all of the town hall meeting every Tuesday at 12 noon. We meet. We had another wonderful meeting on today. Thank you to the council members who attended. Just to go over 3 points that were pointed out today. All the banks and credit unions are now reopened to taking applications for the PPP, and that's the payroll protection plan that you might have gotten locked out of in the first process, beginning of the process. So that means you all who are listening, citizens, jump on this now. The EIDL, the Economic Injury Plan, so you want to get on that small businesses, jump on this and apply. Please. Go also to the Small Business Association website and see all of the offerings that they have for you there. The money will run out again just as it did the first time. And so let's take advantage of the money that's available to help us with economic injury. Y'all know we love our small businesses. And so if you know our small business, maybe they're not getting this information. Maybe they don't use Zoom. Maybe they don't pick up the paper. Let's go out and about as much as we can and social distance as much as we can, but to help those who might not know or who might not be savvy enough to say, hey, let me apply. And they might be feeling a little hopeless. So let's help our small businesses apply for this money that will help them with their injury that we know they have incurred because the city is on lockdown. The world is on lockdown. And so let's help them out with that. Always think 10. So there's a gradual now reopening of the state of Alabama. It's a gradual reopening. Wherever you go, though, you have to think 10. So the governor still is saying 10 or less. You have to think that 10, you have to think that 6 feet. You still have to think that as you go out and reopen gradually. And then getting on to work orders, requests that have been submitted. All of the citizens of Ward 4 who are listening on this evening, all of your work orders
needed. And that is why I keep asking about hazardous pay for public works, and I'm concerned because our work order requests are going unanswered, but and on the other hand, I'm being told that they are working diligently every day. And so I want our work order requests to be honored. Some of them are older than the others. And so I want you all to know that our administrative assistant, when I send it to her, she sends them on down the line to where they belong. And so thankful to the council tonight, we're going to be able to block that street off, well, not street service drive off temporarily until we figure out what to do about that hole over by Chevron. Thank you to the council for that vote that we can do that. I'll be getting with our police chief to see how we can safely go ahead and get that closed off immediately. So remember that. And so in parting, I would like to remind you all to stay safe, stay healthy, and if you're not essential and don't need to be out, stay at home.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman Benjamin. And also, I would like... Hello?
Yeah, President Booth.
Yes, ma'am. Councilwoman.
Can I say something 1 minute?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is the attorney still on?
Yeah. Yes, it's still.
Yeah.
I have to get this household garbage up out of this neighborhood. It's just too much. And I want to let them know I want to be trying to get this household garbage up. We have to get it up.
I'm sorry, household guard.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
I don't understand. Is this a legal question?
No, it's not a legal question. I was just telling you while she was on.
That's something that we can
Okay.
we can take care of, Councilwoman Thomas.
Okay.
That's
She was telling me something she forgot to tell you, Mr. Attorney. She forgot to tell you that.
Yeah. All right. Like I was saying, I would like to thank each one of you individually and also collectively. We're going through some challenging times with this council meeting, doing it virtual. But however, you can rest assured that your council members will stood the test and make sure that we provide a meeting not only with the meeting, but also addressing city business and also the citizens concerned. I would like to thank each one of you for hanging in there. Also, I'm asking council members, so when we return back to our chamber, we're going to have a cleanup day, asking any council members who would like to come out and help us lights all down and Clorox down the council chamber. I will be getting with you with a date that we can have a work day cleaning up our council chamber so we can return back. Also, I want to remind the citizens that the summary of this teleconference will be available in the morning, and it will be available on the City of Selma Council Facebook page. I think that Councilman Boleen for helping us with that. That's the City Council Facebook page, and also the Selma Post Herald Facebook page. And Mr. David Blackman would also receive a copy so he can post. With that said, at this time, the chair will entertain a motion for adjournment. We have a motion on the floor by Councilman and second by Councilman Short. All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Good night.
Good night, Mr. President.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.